Good morning. It's May 15th, a start of a new project vlog, and I am going to be making the Wayfinder Tee by Skeinny Dippin with these three colors. So it's a t-shirt with some stripes through it, and there are many stripes and thicker stripes. So I'm thinking this will be my main color, and I'll have these two striping through. So the red will be the main focal point, and the colors I'm using for this are Sandnes Garn Tynn in Peach Blossom. This is in the number 4002. The red is 3819. This is called Spicy Orange. And 9825 Sunny Lime. Sunny Lime I've used for a tank top, the Soicy before, but I still have a full ball left, plus this much. So, and I have two balls of each of the Peach Blossom and the Spicy Orange. I think that'll be enough. So I'll get started. I signed up for the size 3, so I'll be making the size 3 in the recommended needles, which is a US 4 at 3.5mm needle. And I think this tee goes up to 62 inches. So.
I'm done increasing just for the back, so now I have to pick up for the right and the left shoulder.
I wanted to give a quick update because I am at a point where I have to pick up for the shoulders. This is an English shoulder construction, or the Cocoa Knits method, I think by Julie Weisberger. I'm not sure of her name, but I've heard it both ways. And what happens is it's like the poppy tee, where you do the back and you increase then for the back, and then you pick up for the, this is for the shoulder, and then you pick up these stitches and knit down. So it's seamless, but it has almost that set and I will explain more when I get the chance. It's the next day. I didn't get much done yesterday, and it's because I film, and usually when I film and I edit my weekly videos, it's usually that night. I still have to do some editing that it just takes a while, so I didn't get much knitting done, but that's okay. I did pick up, and before I join this bottom portion, I wanted to show you that I picked up down the sides. So you're picking up almost here and doing this, but whereas a sweater like this is just the polo sweater that I bought, it's seamed in here, and obviously there's a seam here too. A sweater that has the English shoulder, you would take this and pick it up, and then you pick up this on the same needle, so it's like this, and then you do increases and knit down the shoulder this way. So I don't know if that makes more sense, but I thought I would explain. Super quick update. Oh, and Spidey is here because I like to have a cushion behind me so I can rest my head while I'm knitting. But anyway, super quick update. I did the short rows for the sleeves. So you start off here and you do some short rows. And her short row method is, she says she's only seen Chinese people use it. She's learned it from her grandma, she being Alex, the designer. And it's more similar, I think, to a Japanese short row. It's not the German short row, it's not the English wrap and turn, but I think it turned out fine. It's not holy. She says she will, Alex said she will make a video tutorial probably on it. So I think that's when I can check that I actually did correctly, but I think it looks good. So I just joined in the round, so I have the shoulder increases going. I'll just continue knitting in the round, doing the increases before I have to start adding the stripes. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. on May 17th, and I just wanted to do a small update. I was out most day yesterday doing the Puget Sound LYS, the local yarn store tour, and today I think I'm going out again to visit a few more shops. Tomorrow, even though it's Sunday and it's still going on, I probably won't, but this is how much I got done. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but my progress keeper, and also everybody's stripe starts on different rows, so you don't split on a stripe row, she said. She being Alex of Skeinny Dippin, and I think that's really smart. And so I have my progress keeper, but I also wanted to show you this. Oh, sorry, I have a hair elastic, a kid's hair elastic on my finger. This is watermelon. These are watermelon's needle stoppers, and they're so cute. And they're perfect for this project. I'm using the bag that Stephanie's kindly given me from Edible Thoughts Makes. I'll link her in the description, of course. But these are the other two colors I'll be using, so I thought it would be perfect with this watermelon needle stopper. And I think I got this off of the Jimmy Bean's subscription thing I did that my husband signed me up for, I think now 2 years ago in 2023. And it was a really nice gift for him to do that. But a lot of the stuff that came with that subscription I don't use or I gifted, but this I really love. It's 8 a.m. I'm just done increasing just for the sleeves. Now I have to increase for the body and the sleeves before I add in the colors. But I just wanted to let you know this is the French Crew by Michelle Frazetta. And I'm wearing this because I'm hopefully meeting Michelle today at Needles and Hooks during the yarn tour. So I wanted to mention that. So I'm looking a little worse for wear because I had a late night yesterday. I was editing the local yarn store, the tour video. And if you are interested in Seattle yarn shops, then I would check out that video. It is a little rough in some areas, but we get through it. And the progress on my tee, I didn't get much knitting done this weekend, so I'm hoping today is Sunday the 18th. I'm hoping to get more in today, more rows in today. I would like to be done the sleeve separation and maybe the sleeves today, but we'll see. It really depends on the kids. My daughter, my toddler, is at ballet school class with her dad, my husband, and then my youngest is taking a nap, so it's my hour and a half of peace, and I am taking full advantage of it. So I have added in the sleeves, and I'm not sure if I have added in the stripes, and I'm not sure if I like the combination, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it for this, and then if I decide that, I think it would have been better if this was white. I think that would have been more my style, a little more modern, more of the strawberry milkshake cotton candy style rather than the in-your-face watermelon style. And so, but it does match my little tulip stitch marker really well. And I've been really into, so I bought these tulip stitch markers on Etsy, and I bought 5 for $5, and with shipping it was 10, and it just came like this. But I looked at it and I was like, oh, I can make that. You know, it's not like the beads cost that much, right? It's more of buying all the material and everything and assembling it. And then it's a scalability issue, I think. So if you just want a few, then it's better to buy it. But then, so I bought this, but it has a little loop like this. It's just wired in. But I wanted to do some wire wrapping. And obviously I'm very new at this, so this is very rough. But I made a line like this. I'm not sure if you can tell. And I did cramp it. It's not catching on the yarn in any way. It's not because I want to sell these stitch markers or anything, but I do want to give it out to people. And so I am trying it, and you'll have seen a clip of me, I guess, yesterday also making some. When my daughters are asleep or when I do have some free time, I like to make this because when they're awake, it's just small, and the wires and, you know, just the little pieces that might go places, so I can't work on it. But anyway, it does match this, so that makes me happy. For the t-shirt, I also had another thing is I had some stitches fall out, and I was just trying to fix it, and then so I took it off the needle, and I think that was my issue. And so some of the places here where the beginning of round is, the beginning of round is actually at the front. And so I think I just need to go in, and when I weave in the ends, make sure that the ends are weaved in really well. When you go like this, you can't really tell, but when you go up close, you can tell that's quite rough right here. And so I'll just fix that, and I think I'll be fine. Good morning, it's 5:20 and both my daughters got up at 5, mainly because my toddler was up, or she woke up at 5. She's been having a lot of trouble sleeping lately. She's crying a lot, but it's okay. I think it's just a phase. We're gonna get through it. This is how much I got done yesterday. And for the sleeve, I think I'm just gonna only do one more stripe instead of the 2 more that she has. And I only have a little bit of the yarn left for the pink and the green, so that's why I'm trying to finish up the body before I do the collar and the sleeves. Okay, both kids are down to nap. It's just a little after 9. Usually we don't get up, or usually my toddler doesn't get up at 5. She usually gets up at 9, so hopefully she'll nap for a bit. My hair is looking really rough, which is why I have it in the braids. I haven't had it in 2 braids in a long time, but anyway, you're not here for that. This is what I've done so far. I've done the collar. I've picked up for the collar, did the small bit of ribbing and then the stockinette before binding off, so it is a rolled collar, and this is an optional collar. You can also have it just draw as she says in the pattern, but I decided to do it. And I think I'm going to work on the sleeves next, since all of my yarn is cut off so that I can weave in some of these ends. For the sides, I did carry down the green and the red throughout, and then I decided to cut it off here so that I can weave in some of these holy parts with the ends that I have. And I think I'm probably going to weave in the ends, I don't know, maybe after the sleeves, but before definitely continuing on with the body. I think I've completed the sleeves. My ribbing is slightly shorter than what's in the pattern, which is why it's still on the needles, because I asked if I could shorten it. If she says no, I could just do a few more rows, but if she says yes, I'm going to bind off soon. And and I still have to weave in my ends. I did make my ends, so I usually don't leave this much. I usually leave more like this much, but I made it longer so that I could really get the beginning of rounds and weave in. Well, I didn't do jogless stripes on the sleeves because I just couldn't be bothered for under the arms, but I do think that it looks pretty cute. I'm still unsure on this whole combination. Maybe this watermelon idea wasn't that great, but it is what it is, and I think overall it will be a cute outfit. It's just that because it is a super drapey fabric, I just have to be more careful about weaving in ends. Usually I don't mind weaving in ends because it gives me a really good opportunity to reinforce any holes or any larger stitches that might appear. But for this one, I just need to be careful so that it doesn't show on the right side that some ends are woven in. And yeah, I think then I have to do the next sleeve, but it's just before noon. Both my kids are still sleeping. It's just my nephew that's hanging out, so hopefully I'm crossing my fingers that I can get a lot of progress on it today and I can get the sleeve done. Today is the day I go to knit night. It is a Monday, so hopefully I can get this sleeve done before I go to knit night and then work on the body at knit night and finish this quicker rather than later. Super quick update. My daughter's now awake. My nephew and my daughter both on the couch, but I bound off too tightly and now it's too tight, so I have to go back and make sure everything is loose because this won't go up my arms. So that's what I get for trying to do this, and I think it's partly because the yarn has no give. I swear I do move from the spot, but this is my knitting spot, so this is the best place to do updates, or the quickest place. And I am now done the sleeves, and I have made sure that the other ones were loose enough, and these ones I did loosen up, so that's good too. And I've also weaved in all my ends. I wanted to show you my ends, actually, the places. So here you can see where I didn't do the jogless stripes and where I did do the jogless stripes, and it just looks so much better. And I didn't do the jogless stripes for the sleeves, but I think that all the ends are woven in pretty nicely. I always make sure to reinforce right here so that there are no holes when you're wearing it. And there were quite a few ends because it is striped and because I did cut the colors because I wanted to make sure that there were no holes and it wasn't coming apart. But I really enjoy how it looks. Now I just have to continue down the body. I said before, Alex had 6 stripes and she had 3, or then I would have to do 3 more. Another test knitter already has finished her garment and she puts 5 stripes in, and I think Alex actually had, in her size, she had 2 stripes before sleeve separation, so maybe I only need to do 2 more stripes, but I'll just see on the length and what length I wanted at. So, and I definitely know I don't want to do my ribbing as long as she did her ribbing. So I am happy with the progress I'm getting on it, and I think it looks okay. It looks better now. I definitely like it better now than I did when I started. I think looking at it like this, it looks more like a hip tee, like a retro vintage tee. It's been a good day and I'm excited to go to knit night. Good morning. It's the next day. I had a lot of fun at knit night yesterday, but I didn't get much knitting done because I think I was just too busy talking. I think I was around this point and then I got this much done. I've been knitting this morning. We got up a little later at 5:45 today, so I'm feeling a little more energized, but I think I can get this. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I can get this done today. I'm done 4 of these stripes. I think I might actually need 6 because I don't plan on doing the ribbing as long. I'm trying on the shirt for the first time and I think I definitely need that 6th repeat because right now it's super cropped and I'm actually at a longer point than is recommended in the pattern for the cropped size. I think they recommend 41 centimeters, whereas I currently have around 46 and the full length has 49. So maybe the full length is more of what I'm going for, unless I measured wrong, but I like how it fits. My short rows could be better. It is pretty messy, especially here, you can see it. So I think when it's far away, I don't know if you can tell, but up close, it definitely could have been a little better. And I think that the length, I'll show you the length now. So this is where it hits now, and I think if I add in another repeat, then I'll probably sit closer to my hips. Currently it is pretty cropped, and if I do ribbing, then I'll just hit the top, but with any movement, I'll probably go up. I really like how the armpit fits, and the length of the sleeves are good too. Good morning. It's once again just before 6. We got up today at 5, but I am at the ribbing. I was going to finish yesterday and then I decided to sleep instead at like 8:39 because I knew we were probably going to have an early morning. So all I have to do is the ribbing left and then I'm done after weaving the ends. So hopefully the next shot then will be me trying it on. This is my Wayfinder Tee. It's finally done and I really love how it fits. The shoulders really relax with blocking. This is the Tynn again from Sandnes Garn, and I'm really happy with where it falls on my shoulders right here. And I really enjoy the look. I think I'm now into this whole watermelon look. For a minute there, I wasn't sure about the color combination, but I think it really works. Especially when you're a little further away. I think it's a really nice look to have for summer. I'm going to pan you down a little lower so you can see it more up close. So you can really tell that the fit is really good. This is the size 3, and I think my gauge did loosen up quite a bit with this fabric. So even though this is a summer yarn and there is no wool or anything, it does block out really well, and I'm really enjoying it. I think my seams could be better again, but it's fine with how it is, and the back is really good too. So I would definitely recommend this tee when it comes out. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.